Hey, what up? It's your boy Musashi47 coming at you today with a game that I love to play called Clash of Clans. Everybody knows about it. It's a great game. And right now I'm in the Clash Wars, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So what I like to do, I like to start off by using the War Machine right up off the bat and using max um, Night Witches so that they can go ahead and just go behind the War Machine. And I like to pump that bad boy up with full max power, and I like to send out the witches right after it, because just in case if there's any kind of bombs, the War Machine will go ahead and actually hit those first. I also like to point out that what I like to do is I like to, on the Clash Wars, I like to use my second base the most so that I can go ahead and rack up points while I'm actually not farming, but I'm actually just waiting by going ahead and boosting up my gold and my elixir and dark elixir as well. So all I'm doing is just leaving that, and sometimes what I do is I put up a shield and I go ahead and make sure that I'm not actually getting attacked from the other base as well. So I'm usually participating in my Clash Wars and trying to get the max amount of points that I can for my team so that we can get really good awards. So that's what I like to go ahead and do. I also like to point out that you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that you send out your War Machine and your army not in front of the big cannon. So what I do is I make sure I go behind enemy lines, and when I send them out, I'll go ahead and send out the army right behind the War Machine as followed there, and I'll make sure that I go ahead and activate his Warhammer to make sure that he's destroying the walls and moving forward. And also by the time he starts getting hit, I can go ahead and reactivate that War Machine because the time is going down, or giving it time to go ahead and allow him to activate that. So you want to be able to make sure that you use the War Machine at the maximum amount possible as he's getting hit, and then he has the ability to go ahead and activate yet again his hammer. And using this technique is actually a good way to go ahead and maximize your percentage of destruction against the versus mode, so that you can go ahead and receive more points faster and quicker. And the good thing about playing in the versus mode versus your regular mode is that you don't have to use actual resources like elixir or dark elixir to continue on to pump out your army. So that's why I always make sure that I look out for the challenges that have to do with the versus mode, because all I have to do is just use the clock, increase my speed on having the troops available to go ahead and attack, and all I do is just continue on attacking. So that's what I like to do, and it's easier to go ahead and do that. And on the process, what I do is I go ahead and I save all my resources for the actual game to go ahead, so that I can either increase characters, or I can also buy new better equipment, or increase just whatever I want to go ahead and build to make stronger on my original main clan. Oh yeah, that's how I do it. See, you're still gonna get 2 stars no matter what. I mean, once you get max witches, doesn't matter, game over. you will get 2 stars most of the time. Look at that. Yeah, this is just a little technique that I like to do for the versus mode, and but the regular mode, what I like to do if I am farming, I make sure I farm a lot for a long period of time, and then I go ahead and I start putting in the shields to go ahead and make sure that nobody attacks me to take my resources, and then after that, I try to make sure before I even put up the shields, I make sure that I can use all the shields as possible. So what I'll do is I'll get a week shield, and then I'll get a 2-day shield, then I'll get the day shield, and then what I'll do is once time goes by, I'll buy either another day and another 2 days, and pretty much that's going to be it. And then people will be able to go ahead and attack me. So what I like to do after is I like to go ahead and make sure that I'm helping out my team to go ahead and making sure to go to the Clash Wars and clashing it up on the wars. So that being said, as you can see there, I didn't get 2 stars. Like I said, it's, you know, there's a chance that you will not get 2 stars, but the percentage is high, and in this challenge I have to make sure to go ahead and get a lot of percentage, and as you can see, I completed that, and now it's time to go ahead and go to my other traditional base. See, collecting the points, done. Yep. And see, we're getting all the awards available once that 13 hours is completed, and I will be getting a lot of good stuff to go ahead and help me out when I want to increase my main base. Yes, and as you can see, this is my base. It's, you know, I put a lot of hours in it, actually a couple years into this actual base, and it's pretty good, and I'm trying to increase my maximum troops, so hopefully I'll continue on doing that. And next video I'll go ahead and review a Pandora of what I've received a couple of months ago, and I will tell you what that actually is in the next video. This is Musashi47, over and out, and keep on clashing it. Oh yeah.